thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. So today is the day, spoilers and speculations. Now, once again, I don't have any confirmed spoilers. It's been a few months since I actually had a confirmed spoiler, and Battlbox has been really keeping a tight lip on the spoilers. They haven't been giving out clues or anything for us to base any speculations on, other than a few little kind of hints, I'm going to call them, and that has to do with battle games and things like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And guys, I apologize. I haven't been putting out as many videos here this last month. For those of you that follow me in the spoiler page, I've made a couple of posts about it. I'm in the middle of remodeling my house, and I put in flooring just this last week. I'm so sore. I'm going on 60 years old, and I'm a little sore putting in that flooring and stuff. And I still have a lot of work left to do. Anyway, so that said, let's get into the spoilers and speculations. So first off, I want to talk about something that we talked about in a couple of previous in the mission 124 vidya. We talked about it, and that was Flextail. Now, there's another item coming from Flextail. I won't tell you how I know that, but sometime in the next 6 months, we are going to be seeing something from Flextail. Now, so far, we got the Flextail Tiny Pump. This thing's awesome. I've used it a few times now. I really like it. And you know, I don't know if I realized it at the time, but this actually has a little LED light at the bottom of it. I don't remember if I knew that when I first covered it. Now, it did not come. It came in a little bag. My little bag's over here. I ordered this case. I want to say it was $20 from Flextail. It's kind of a hard little case, and I really like it. But we got this. We got the Flextail repeller. I actually have a couple of these. These things are awesome. This has light in it as well, and we've been getting free repellent mats. I think I've played for shipping a couple of times. I need to order some more of them. I have a box full of these things, but as long as they keep sending them for free, I think it's like $5.99 for shipping. I'll keep buying them just so I have them. But we did use that. We used it the other day. We have these mosquito things called ankle biters that are a pain. And then we got the Flextail Max Shower, which we demoed. Haven't used it for other than the demo yet. I have the Flextail shower in a bag coming, and that was the one thing I was going to bring up. There was a big issue about shipping on that Kickstarter plan for the Flextail shower, and Flextail has refunded a portion of that because they realized it was excessive, and so there is that. And they weren't really clear on their marketing of it. Now, another thing I was going to bring up, and I don't know if this has to do with the lack of spoilers or leaks or anything like that, but Battlbox has been doing hard and heavy on the Kickstarter, the Whatnot, and I ordered some of the Grenade Soap Company t-shirts. We are wearing them in our last unboxing and stuff. And the other thing I got, because I liked it, was the Klecker Tactical Toothbrush is what it was called. And Battlbox has some more of these. Klecker, and they must have had these in stock, because I don't believe Klecker is still running, per se. But we got it years ago, and this is what it looks like, the Tactical Toothbrush. And they call it that because it has this, and this was from Grenade Soap Company, because it says so on the back. And this just goes like that. And then you have a little spot for other Klecker tools. And I was going to go hunt down my other tools, but I got some scissors in here, tweezers, in the Klecker tool line. These are very hard to find nowadays. This one actually is a razor blade. and these two little spots here are for like toothpaste tablets. So that was the, and this was a charcoal bristled toothbrush. So there's that. It's supposed to be good for you or something. But anyway, so that's it. It came with this metal ring. And oh, Klecker also created that Griffin tool. I think they're licensing that out for other people to make. Well, the new one is blue. The design on the material is a little different. I don't know how long they've had these. The little grip, this is rubbery and the rest is metal. Other than that, it's the same. Still has the window breaker on it. I don't think that'll be in the box, but I got mine. And then, they sent me two of the toothbrush heads. One was in the box and one was separate. And then they also sent me a blank key. So you can take this in, have your key, as long as it matches the grooves and stuff, which this looks like a standard kind of house key. You could actually have your key and put that on a keychain with your Klecker tools and stuff. And I have another thing with a bunch of Klecker tools. But here's the cool part. At least I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I was looking at this. The bag, the outside of it, is autographed by Brandon Curran. I got a Brandon Curran autograph. I wouldn't have known it if I hadn't known it. Then I saw the 1776 and I realized, oh, that's Brandon Curran. All right, so thanks, brother, for autographing that. That was kind of cool. All right, so next up for spoilers and speculation. Should I go with the knife? We're not going to talk about knife yet. Let's go with, I was thinking about this, My Medic. Every other month we're getting something from My Medic. This is the My Medic IFAK. I have the trauma kit over here, and I thought I would pull out this one over here. I forget what it's called, and I'm going to move this out of the way so you guys can actually see this. And that's on that gray man thing. So it pulls off, you know, it's on that bungee so you can attach it. But this one, what was it called? But we have never received this one. And this one has a whole bunch of trauma shears. You have, you know, forceps and whatever, tweezers, nippers. You know, you can do, got some iodine. And I've probably put things in here. You got your nitrate gloves. You got suture kits. I got a stapler in here. I don't know if that came with the kit or not. That's for scan. You got an ice pack. I might have put that in here. I got some micro mend instructions in here. Compressed gauze. I want to say this was like a wound closure kit. Was what it was called. I thought I had the little instruction book in here, but we've never received this kit before, so you never know. We got compressed gauze, we got bandage wrap, mini gauze mod, the clean and prep mod. Like I said, you got the gloves in there. More gloves and aseptic towelettes and a whole bunch of not sterile tools. Like I said, there's some iodine. We got some stainless steel surgical blades in here individually. Those might be sterile. I don't know. Yeah, it says they're sterile. I don't know if these came with the kit. They may have. I have a tendency to add things. I got a knife out here and I added this patch, rubbed some dirt on it. Everything stops bleeding eventually. Anyway, man, I'm pretty sure this was the wound closure kit. Got some iodine in here. And there's, you know, and these are suture needles right here. So that's cool. Oh, there's the glue, mini wound closure mod with glue. Oh, that stuff's. You got the Z-zips. That glue stings so bad. I got a super skin bandage pack. So So anyway, that's a look at that. I love the Micro Mend. I use these things. These things are awesome. I know I put that in there. So we could see a nice, there are other kits that we have not received, or you never know. We could always just receive the gauze mod, you know, cut mods, scrape mods, or a pack of bandages. I mean, it's always possible. All right, that's another speculation, but My Medic is, I believe, a sponsor on the battle games. Oh, and mentioning on the battle games, we have a lot of people in the spoiler groups, and I say a lot, 3 or 4 that have already won golden tickets. They're giving out 150 in this month's box, so there's a chance that you're going to get to participate in the battle games. And I was close to entering into one of the last giveaways. I didn't do it. I probably should have. I just don't know if I'm up to it. I didn't want to end up winning and having to say no, because I couldn't say no. I would have to go. And then I would be on video failing. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm up to the battle games. But really and truly, good luck, especially Ben. Ben watches all my videos. He's always there. He's the first one to comment. And so, Ben, I'm really rooting for you. I hope you get into those. I hope you make the cut on the battle games. I would love to see you there. I would love to see you win. I don't know what the prizes is this time. I don't know how they're doing it this time. They may be, last year, I think they had like 20 contestants. You know, they may have 50 contestants this year. I don't know. But I think it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. All right, so let's move on to another speculation. All right, so my next speculation is going to be some sort of freeze-dried meal. But we did just get one, so I don't know. However, I will say this. In our Mission 123 Vidya, as Curran calls them, we taste tested the country style chicken pot pie. Well, that country style chicken pot pie was in Mission 124, and I had no idea it was coming, and I had actually purchased a few of those on Walmart, so we ate it again when we did Mission 124, and it's a really good meal. I really like those. I still have a few more of those. I think they're awesome. Miraculous Girl loves chicken pot pie. We go to Knott's Berry Farm, which is famous for their chicken dinner restaurant, and they also have a chicken pot pie, and sometimes she gets lucky and gets it, as long as we don't go too late, because they do run out. They only have so many made. So they're made pretty fresh. Anyway, so this is the Aftershock Preparedness Cajun Kit, and it comes with Cajun dirty rice, Cajun pastelilla, and Cajun rice and beans. So these are pre-packed, and then there's also a salt and pepper packet and blueberries. These are bonuses. But these come in serving sizes of, well, this is 5. And you don't necessarily have to cook it all. For this, for example, this says make 6 cups of water and reduce to a boil, add dried mix and boil 10 minutes, reduce heat and cook 15 minutes. And this is for the rice and beans. So all you got to do is split that down. Reduce your water by 5. Reduce your mix by, instead of 1 cup, or instead of 5 cups, just add 1 cup, kind of thing. Just divide it down. And you could actually use the vacuum sealer we got last month and break these down into 5 separate servings. And then you have 1 serving sizes, or maybe break it in half, however you want to do it. But so yeah, you got the Cajun rice and beans, which I would think would be red rice and beans. You have a dirty rice stew, and the pasta alla. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so that's this one. I don't know if we got this in the past in Battlebox, or I don't know where I got that at. It's in my food stores. Also, I have this Backpacker's Pantry meal here, the chana masala. Now, I don't know what flavor meal is gonna come, but the brand is what I'm saying. You know, Backpackers Pantry, they make some great stuff. I think it would be a great item. Also, we have the Peak Refuel Meals, biscuits and gravy. I probably have 30 of these things. I love biscuits and gravy. You throw some Tabasco sauce on there. And yeah, you gotta love biscuits and gravy. I mean, what's not to love? I love biscuits and gravy. Great breakfast. And a lot of times your breakfast meals tend to be less expensive. So there's that. All right, guys, so here we go now, the final speculations for the knife of the month. Now, there's been a little bit of talk. Someone even posed the question here on the Wii knife that is currently a promo for Battlbox. And, sorry, mine's upside down for you guys. Now, here's the thing, is this particular knife... So this particular knife right here that they are currently offering on some sort of special deal. I don't know. I forget what the deal is. You can get it in red or blue. And this is the red version. And great knife. Really like it. But we got this years ago. So don't believe, I'm fairly certain this is the same knife that they're giving away. I forget what the blade steel was. I'd have to look it up. I want to say it was like VG10 or something. But, I mean, it's a Wii knife. It's a great knife. I don't think this is going to be the knife of the month. And that was what the speculation was, is would they offer this knife, you know, as the knife of the month if they were currently running specials on it and stuff. I don't think they would. Now, I would like to see something like this, the Ruck and River, which is made in the USA. This is the fixed blade, I can't say it, the Ochi, it's a river in Georgia, the Ojichi, I can't say it. Anyway, this is the knife. UltiClip is also one of the brands that was listed as something that's going to be coming this year. I don't think we ever got anything from them. Also, Goal Zero, but made in America. Now, last month we got some coffee honey. My jar is currently at about maybe 1/4 of its left. Miraculous Squirrel has eaten it all. But this is my honey badger knife. Great knife right here. Nice flipper. Would love to see something like this. This is an awesome little knife. The honey badger. Carried that one for a while. And also Fox Knives. Fox is a sponsor. Both of the knives that we've gotten from Fox, from Battlbox recently, were lockbacks. I wouldn't mind seeing a nice flipper from Fox Knives. We got the hatchet, of course. Then maybe we could go with something made in America, like Buck. I don't know. How would you guys feel about an old school slip joint Buck Congress? My dad collected these things. That's where I got this one. But great knives. Or if you wanted something a little bit bigger, this was a limited edition in 2000. And I want to say it had something engraved on the blade. Buck 303 USA, USA made. Great knives. You know, not everything has to be a flipper. Here's another Buck. For those of you that kind of hunt and whatnot, you got the gut hook on there. Cleaning birds, things of that sort. This is a really heavy knife. You got a lanyard hole. Got jimping in these spots here. I don't know. But yeah, so there's that. So maybe a nice Buck. We've gotten a Buck from Battlbox before. Maybe we'll get one again, you know. You never know. It's not something that's happened a lot. So it would be nice. It would be nice. Anyway, guys, that's my take on spoilers and speculations this month. Sorry, running a little bit behind. Again, I've been working a lot on the house and things of that sort. And found something else here. Oh, this is a Smith & Wesson. This is a made in China. This is a made in China kind of Congress style, like the buck there. Anyway, but yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Remember, hit like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and be nice to each other. And join our Facebook group, the Battlebox Spoiler Page and more. We'd love to see you there. And be sure and watch our live unboxing of Mission 125. See if we get a golden ticket here in a few weeks. All right, guys. Be nice to each other.